Imagine having a free Google tool that takes all your articles, PDFs, YouTube videos, and research papers and instantly turns them into summaries, podcasts, videos, and mind maps, all without you having to read everything yourself. This tool exists. It's called NotebookLM. And honestly, most people have no idea how powerful it really is. What NotebookLM is? NotebookLM is a learning tool built by Google. But unlike normal AI tools, it doesn't guess. It doesn't browse the internet, and it doesn't hallucinate answers. Instead, it works only from your own sources. You give it the information, NotebookLM helps you understand it. And one important thing to know from the start, I use the free version, and for most people, the free version is more than enough. I'll explain the difference later.
First, let me quickly show you how to access the tool. Just go to notebooklm.google.com. As soon as you enter, you'll see the main NotebookLM dashboard. From here, click Create New Notebook. This opens the workspace where everything happens. Now you'll see this interface. You can drag and drop files directly here, and as you can see, NotebookLM supports many file types: PDFs, text files, documents, audio files, and more. You can also add sources from Google Drive, paste website links, add YouTube videos, or even paste copied text. So you're not limited to one format at all. To keep things simple, I'll use one example topic to show how NotebookLM works, but this exact workflow applies to anything you want to learn or understand. In this case, I'm using AI text-to-video models, so I'll quickly add a few example sources: a YouTube video, a Wikipedia article, an official OpenAI post, and a research PDF. These are just sample sources. You could add blog posts, textbooks, notes, or documentation, whatever fits your goal. Once everything is inside one notebook, NotebookLM connects it all together. Now let me show you what it can do. Feature 1. Chat with your sources. This is where NotebookLM really starts to shine. Once your sources are added, you're no longer chatting with a generic AI. You're interacting directly with your own material. Let me show you a real example using my sources so you can see exactly how this works. I'll start with something simple. Summarize all my sources in simple terms. In just a moment, NotebookLM gives me a clean, easy-to-understand overview, built entirely from the sources I added: the video, the Wikipedia article, the OpenAI post, and the research paper. No assumptions, no outside data. That alone is incredibly useful. Now, let's take it a step further. What are the key insights that appear across all my sources? This is where the real value shows up. NotebookLM isn't treating these sources separately. It's identifying patterns, recurring ideas, and shared conclusions across all of them. Doing this manually would take hours of reading and cross-referencing. Here, it happens instantly. Now I'll ask something more challenging. Explain diffusion models in simple terms, based only on my sources. Notice how the explanation stays clear and approachable while still being grounded in technical material. Every sentence comes directly from the sources I uploaded. Nothing is made up. Nothing is pulled from elsewhere. And this is the most important point. NotebookLM only works with your sources. It doesn't browse the internet. It doesn't hallucinate answers. If you deal with complex topics or large amounts of information, this feature alone can save you hours of work. And this is just the first feature. Feature 2. Audio Overview. This is one of the most practical features in NotebookLM. Audio Overview turns your sources into a podcast-style conversation between two AI voices. Instead of reading long articles or dense research papers, you can simply listen and still understand the core ideas. Let me show you a real example. I'll click on Audio Overview, and NotebookLM will generate a podcast based entirely on my sources. Now I'll play it.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Our mission here is pretty simple. You give us the source material, the academic papers, the research, and we give you the distilled knowledge you need to be, well, immediately informed.
And today, we are plunging straight into really the heart of the AI revolution.
Absolutely. We're talking about the astonishing speed of synthetic media generation.
What's impressive here is that all of my sources, articles, videos, and a research paper, were summarized into a single podcast that's about 14 minutes long. That's hours of reading compressed into one clear conversation. What's also interesting is how natural this sounds. It doesn't feel like a dry summary. It feels like two people having a real discussion about the topic. The pacing is smooth, the explanations are clear, and everything stays fully grounded in the original sources. You'll also notice this interactive option here. This means the podcast isn't static. I can actually jump in, ask questions, or ask the AI voices to clarify a specific point while it's playing. It turns a passive podcast into an interactive learning experience, which is especially useful when you want deeper understanding without starting over. This makes complex material much easier to absorb, especially when you don't want to sit and read everything on a screen.
You can listen while walking, commuting, or taking a break, and still come away with a solid understanding of the subject. For long research topics or technical material, this feature alone can completely change how you learn. Feature 3. Video Overview. NotebookLM can also generate short video-style explanations based on your sources. Instead of reading or listening, this feature turns your material into a visual summary that highlights the main ideas. It's designed to help you understand the big picture quickly. Let me show you an example. I'll click on Video Overview, and NotebookLM will generate a short video explanation using the sources I added. This might take a moment. Now I'll play it.
It's kind of mind-blowing, right? So let's start with this really powerful clip comes into play. You can think now all we have to do is put them together, making one single realistic, and that's not.
What's useful here is how visual everything becomes. Key ideas are surfaced clearly, the structure is easy to follow, and the video focuses on the most important points instead of details. This is especially powerful if you're a visual learner, or if you want a quick overview before diving deeper into the topic. Instead of going through every article or paper one by one, you can start with a video overview, get oriented quickly, and then decide which parts you want to explore in more depth. It's a fast, efficient way to build context, and a great complement to the audio and chat features. Feature 4. Mind maps. When you're working with a lot of sources, it's easy to lose the big picture. NotebookLM can turn everything into a visual mind map, showing the main ideas and how they connect. Let me show you an example. Here, I can quickly see the structure of the topic, which concepts are central, and where each idea fits. This is especially useful for complex subjects, or when you want to get oriented before going deeper.
Beyond these main features, NotebookLM includes several additional tools that are designed to support learning in different ways. You can generate reports and study guides if you want a structured written summary. There are flashcards and quizzes to help with memorization and self-testing. You can even create infographics and slide decks, which are useful if you want to turn your research into visual or presentation-ready content. These features aren't meant to be used all at once, but depending on how you learn, they can be incredibly helpful. The key idea is that NotebookLM adapts the same source material into multiple formats, so you can learn in the way that works best for you.
That flexibility is really what makes NotebookLM stand out. Instead of forcing you into one way of learning, it lets you move between reading, listening, watching, and visualizing, all from the same set of sources. If this video helped you understand what NotebookLM can do, make sure to give it a like. And if you want more videos like this, focused on practical AI tools and how to actually use them, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. I'd also love to hear from you. How would you use NotebookLM? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.